The fact that McCune's not playing for Toronto, would that change your approach at all offensively? Can you answer that?
Not at this point, I don't think. It's no different than any other game, right? You'll see how the game unfolds in front of you, and we'll make our adjustments, they'll make theirs, and it'll be the game within the game, right? So our preparation is in, but that only goes so far. It doesn't matter. This issue, another issue, it doesn't matter. Every week's the same. You got to make in-game adjustments.
Coach, what does it say that two legendary quarterbacks like Henry and Ricky had success in the West, and here they are still going strong leading on Sunday?
Real testament to the quality of those players, right? I wasn't able to play as long as they were. They're able to. They're great players. They've really shown an ability to play at a really high level for a very long period of time. Not many people can do that. Not many players can do that. They've been able to sustain that. That's a real, like I said, a testament to their off-season workout schedule, how much they care, how much they want to be great, all of the above, right? So much of it is a desire and a passion for the game. They both embody those qualities.
What does it mean? I mean, this is 20 plus years now that we're seeing this. I mean, what does it mean for your team to be here playing this game right now?
We're just happy to be here. It's been a season with a lot of turns in the road, if you will. I'm really proud of our players. They've been resilient. They continue to bounce back and prepare hard and do the things that we've asked them to do. And it's just a reward for a season of a lot of hard work and dedication and guys that are committing to the process.
It's been 27 years since these two teams played in East Final. There's supposed to be close to 40,000 people here tomorrow, potentially more. It's obviously good for the league, or that's the storyline. Do you think about that or consider that at all? The fact that it's good for the league?
We always want an environment like that, and that's what sports is all about. We want to play in a rowdy environment, and an environment where the fans are invested, the league's invested, everybody's invested, right? It'd be a little bit less exciting if it wasn't that way. So it's great for the league, it's great for the two organizations, and I know it'll be the same environment on the other side.
Coach, what was it back at the beginning of the season? What was it that you said to the players, or did you say anything to the players about the idea that, look, we're playing in this put-together stadium, it's going to be a tough year, but we'll just, you just stick together as a team and we'll be there at the end. And here you are at the end, and some people are surprised at that. I'm kind of surprised at that given the way you had to play your home games, that you've done so well. But what did you say to the guys at the beginning of the season to get them so that they could get through all this?
Well, first of all, Guelph was our home. We didn't waver from that philosophically. We wanted to do our best as a team to reward the effort that went into making that our home field, and both with the university and on the business side of our organization. It's a way to honor the opportunity that we've been given, and that was our home field. As professional athletes and coaches, it's our job, right, to win and to prepare to win regardless of where we play. And that was an environment for us that worked. And it had some to do with us and a lot to do with a lot of other people outside of just the football team. As far as the messaging to the football team, has been consistent, and that is to focus on the things that are under your control to improve as an individual player and as a team. That's it. And to focus on the steps in the process for improving, to clearly explain and demonstrate and to model that to the players, to give them tangible steps for that accomplishment, and to keep them on track and accountable to be able to do that. Whether the players do it or not, you're not always sure, and we have a group of guys that cared about doing that, and so that's a real credit to the players.
But you could have used it as an excuse, and you never ever did.
As an excuse, did you say? I'm sorry?
Yeah, you could have used.
I know. Yeah.
But you never ever did do that.
No, we're not real big on excuses. Excuses are for losers. The football field is going to be the football field when you take it. When you take the field, the dimensions are the same. It doesn't matter where you play.
You guys are staying here tonight. I know that's a league thing. Is that a good thing to be here overnight, to have guys sort of already in the mode? Does it matter at all?
It's a good question. We think it will, but the truth is probably it depends on the individual, right? I'm sure there's probably some guys on our team that probably feel like they don't need to be here. It's just something we want to do as an organization, that we want to do as a staff, and to get the guys focused on the game for tomorrow.
Ken, is there any truth to this momentum? I think you're 10-4 your last 14. Is there any, can you build on that, or is that just?
Yeah. The only thing I can say about that is that you want to be playing well going into the playoffs. If playing well equals momentum, then I guess you could give it that definition. But we just wanted to be playing well and try to be healthy at the end of the season, and I think we've accomplished that.
Coach, the team's coming in, it's this big game, 27 years since this has happened. They're coming into the city, there's a lot of hype around this, but at the same time, they're coming into a city that's, the world has been watching for the past week with all this wrong forward stuff that's been happening. What's it like for the team to come into that?
We haven't addressed it at all. Haven't even spoken the words. I mean, we're focused on preparing our football team to play a football game. I understand the question, but it's not even been an issue at all, nor have I heard it at all outside of media warnings.
Coach, talking with some of the experienced linemen on the Argonauts, they're very straightforward, that they know that this is how much one man wants it versus how much another man wants it. And football, is such a team game, but it really does it really come down to one guy versus another guy and all those one-on-one battles?
Yeah, I mean, it is a team sport, there's no question, but it is one-on-one battles. You're exactly right. I mean, we tell our players all the time that you have to win your battle. And the game, if you cut everything away, it's about players making plays. And it doesn't matter what position you're in, you have to make plays. If that's to block a guy, to get off a block, to catch the ball, knock the ball down as a DB, make tackles in the open field, whatever it is, whatever your assignment is on that particular play, you have to win that battle. And when you're called upon to make a play, when you have an opportunity to make plays, you have to make those plays. And the team that makes the most plays and the fewest mistakes typically win.
So it's kind of adding up all those individual battles, and then the team that has more wins in the individual battles wins.
Well, you can win a lot of individual battles and still have a lot of mistakes, right? So it's a combination. It's players making plays and not having as many mistakes as the other opponent. I mean, it's not always that simple. But if you want to go, at the 10,000-foot level and look at it from a macro, standpoint, it really does come down to players making plays and eliminating mistakes.
Thank you.
Yeah, one more thing. Ricky Ray. He's had an insane season, and how do you defense against somebody with a 77% completion rate and 2 interceptions, which as a former quarterback must make you go, whoa.
Well, if you have the answer, will you let me know before tomorrow?
Sure. Would you pay for that information?
Yeah, probably, yeah. He's a great quarterback, and for a lot of reasons, I haven't had the privilege of coaching him, but I know what I see from afar, and trying to figure out how to defend him. He's extremely accurate. He's very bright. He has a great understanding of their offense. He's tough. He is elusive enough to get out of trouble and extend plays. He can throw guys open. He anticipates his throws. He'll check down 100 times in a row if you're not going to defend it. He just does everything the right way, and that's why he's had so much success. I mean, he's a really, really, really good player.
Sorry, having said that, what's your message then to Henry?
I'm sorry?
What's your message then to Henry?
Well, I feel the same thing about Henry in a lot of those areas. So he asked me about Ricky Ray. Henry is our quarterback and has had a great season and has led our team, at least what we've asked him to do, right? Like everybody else in other positions, but as a quarterback and a captain, on our football team, he's led our team to where we're at, at this point. So I have a lot of faith and confidence in Henry, and he knows that.
Do you believe in the philosophy that quarterbacks play the other team's defense, quarterbacks don't play each other?